Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And today is the last day of our event, so thank you for joining us this whole week. It's been great fun sharing with you my love of paper crafting and how easy and simple it really can be if you want it to be. Or it can be a little more detailed like I'm going to show you today if you want it to be that as well. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit that yesterday we had the this, that, or the other, and you all chose the other, which was the one horse open sleigh. I actually am using my very last piece of one horse open sleigh paper today to do this for you. I am out of it. I'm using the last piece, the last full piece, but I've already cut it for the card. And so if you want to see it, you can go to the online store. It's under the online exclusive. So at this time, it's not retiring. It's still there. The other two papers were Berry Christmas and A Walk in the Forest. And those are retiring. So you have until January 3rd to get those papers if you want. So that's just up to you, but there's some great papers. I love those papers. Let's go ahead and switch. So the paper that I had was this one. Let me just show you. When it was together, it was like this. All right, a fun wintry scene. I trimmed off a little bit off the bottom because it comes in 6 by 6. So I trimmed this off to 5 1/4 because that's what I needed for this. So we're going, oh, I forgot my glue and my tools and my adhesives. Crazy. How crazy is that? That's what happens when you have your workstation at one place and your live station at another. Sorry about that. All right, so we're going to go ahead. This is a 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 piece of paper scored at 4 1/4 and 2 7/8 so that it is even. All right, we're going to go ahead and glue all these things down. This is a great way, so I want to make sure that I have this in order. So this is how that goes. So this is going to go over here. And, ooh. Oh, I was going to use the embossing folder and I forgot to grab that. The embossing folder would add texture to this paper, but now I've already started gluing it, so I can't do it now. I would have used the, let's see, the painted textures, which would have made it look like a painting. But once I start doing it without, it would look kind of funny. Hi, Joanne, how are you? It would look kind of funny if I all of a sudden did do it. This one, there we go. And so we just won't have any embossing on this one, sadly. I usually do like to emboss my DSP, my designer series papers. It just gives them a little oomph, if you will. But yeah, I messed up. All right, so now I'm lining these up going across. And then this one I'm going to put on the outside here so it shows when the card is closed. All right. Are you all rested and recovered from your trip, Joanne? I'm sure you had so much fun you didn't want to come home. All right. So there we'll have that. And then we have the white strip that will go in here. And this will be then where you can write because that's going to cover it like that. All right. So we're just going to put this right here. And just do a quick little fun card. Quick and easy kind of card. That's what has to be done for these lives because we have a time limit. All right. Hello, Missy. Nice to see you. All right. Pretty much now the Christmas busy stuff going on, right? Yeah. So that's what that will look like when you have it closed, and then you'll open it and you'll have the full paper that you can see. So I only had 3 little pieces here because I cut them this way first instead of just cutting off a strip. So there's just 3 little pieces that are the only waste. So I wanted to show you punches. Here is a tag topper punch. You can use it as a tag topper punch if you so choose, or like me, I'm just going to use it as an embellishment for this card. For this card. All right, so that gives a nice little snowflake. You could see if this was a bookmark or if this was a tag, you could use it, but I'm going to be cutting it off. And then you have your waist there, and ours close like that, so then they can stack, and then you don't have to worry about where to store them. All right, and then we're going to bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And this machine, I'm going to scroll out for you. This machine will allow me to either die cut or one at a time, die cut and emboss. But like I said, I forgot to bring the embossing folder over, so we didn't get that done. All right, but we are going to cut a deckled circle out of here. I'll move that up here. And another deckled circle, let's see if I can get it to fit, from here. All right. My plates are so curved that I now have to turn them around the other way. So, there we go. All right, so these are dies. They have a cutting end on this side, and then this is the flat side. And as you can see, they cut out the paper, which is exactly what we wanted. All right, so there's those edges. Let me get this out of the way so I can bring in all the stuff. Normally I have it off to the side, so when I do at my workstation behind me. So we are going to stamp on this one, and I'm going to bring in a little bit of color. There's a little bit of color back here, but I'm going to bring in some cherry cobbler because to me that's just part of Christmassy. But I went with the darker red versus the bright real red. And I'm going to do warm wishes over here on this side. And then I went ahead and grabbed the little polar bear, the little baby polar bear from the Berry Christmas. And I'm just going to stamp him right here. It just seemed like it would work for him. Polar bears aren't really where it's, where there's trees, but I thought it might work. We're going to cut this off, and I'm just using it as a little bit, let's see, so we're going to put this one on here. I'm going to glue it straight down on here, centered. Right, and then I'm just going to, I think, tuck him, yeah, covers up a lot of the paper. That's so pretty, but you gotta have some sort of a sentiment. So, and then I thought, oh, maybe not. I thought we could put that over here, but that actually just doesn't look good. All right, we're just gonna go with this. Like that. So we're going to make it, I think I'm going to put it down here. We're just going to glue it on this side. All right, so we want to make sure not to put glue on this side, otherwise it's going to stick. All right, so I'm just going to grab it right here so I know that this half is where I want the glue. Like that. And then hold that down there, Making sure I don't have any glue on that side. All right, and here is our simple card. All right, now if you have a small little Merry Christmas, you could do a little small Merry Christmas. I didn't have one handy and I was trying to get here to do it. Hi Covina, nice to have you on here. You hate covering up pretty DSP. I do too, but I mean, you wouldn't want to go too much smaller because it's got to be able to hang on, but it still works. And gems, I forgot gems. Let's grab, first thing I have, this is from a kit. We've got some red gems. Let's grab some gems and put some gems on. These are little flat sequins. So they're nice because they're not super bulky. And we're just gonna leave it over there. All right, and so then we have our warm wishes with my very last piece of the Designer Series paper, One Horse Open Sleigh. All right, so there is that card. I will put an envelope with it. I don't have one handy and I don't want to keep reaching out. I wanted to say thank you so much to all of you for joining us. I will be tallying up, let's see, what time is it? I have to go to town, so I won't be home early enough. We're going out to dinner. My son is home from college. So I'm going to tally up the comments here in the next 30 minutes. So get your comments in. I'm going to tally them up and do a random draw, and then I will post that into my last post, my final post of the day, which is in a few hours. I think it's at like 7 o'clock or something like that, 7 o'clock my time. So I'll post that and then you'll see who the winner is. And what they will be winning is this card, let's see, this card, this card, this little gift bag, and these three tags. So this is what the winner will be getting. So make sure that you get your comments in, because of course the more comments you have, the more chances you have to win. So I will be going through all of those comments and everything, and I will be putting the tally marks into the wheel, and then we'll see who wins all of these fun cards. So thank you for participating. Thank you for joining us. Remember, if you want to get in on Dina's post tonight, or on Dina's drawing tonight for the vendor cash, then make sure you place an order and I will check and get you listed into the drawing. So have a great rest of your Monday, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye and Merry Christmas.